Do you remember when cases were made with quality and care? I thought we could take a look at some older cases and compare them in quality to modern cases today. Let's talk about it. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another super exciting live chat. I wanted to talk about cases. Actually, I always wanted to do that, but whenever I get a case, it sells immediately, and I don't want to make a video about every case that I get. So we have a unique opportunity here in that I have a couple of cases that we can compare. They're older cases, but they're brand new. So basically, my opinion on cases, I've only been around here for, a year on YouTube with gaming PCs. So I don't have a lot of experience with cases, but I noticed that people keep using the same case. It's the fish tank, it's the Montec, it's the Okino, it's the Sama, other things you can't pronounce, cases from AliExpress. And I wanted to take a look at some older cases, something a little bit more high quality from back in the day. And then you guys can tell me how they would compare to the cases you would get now. So this first one is a nzxt S340, if I say that correctly. I like nzxt cases. They're very simple. I always try and get cases that have a blank front because I don't like the fans in the front like that. I also like cases that have side intake. This one's actually weird. The intake is here, and then it goes down there. And there's another one on the bottom here. And you can tell this case is old. This is 2010 because it's acrylic window. It's not the tempered glass, but it seems like it's quality. This was, the retail on this I believe was $90 back in 2010, which would be over $100 today. And here's how it's laid out. So you've got two SSD trays here. I just took that one out. It has the bar that's nzxt is famous for hiding your cables. So they just come out right here. Then there's the back part. And there's a random fan in there. And you know it's old because look, the top just has one fan spot. So this is probably before water cooling was a thing. Let's take off the front here. This pops off. So there's nothing here. Not sure what that's for. Maybe a logo or something. Weird. It does have a filter here, which is, okay, it's magnetic. And it has two 140 millimeter fan spots, which is, the thing that's odd here is, look, there's nothing here, but it has the grills for the GPU. So I'm not sure where the GPU is supposed to get air from, if maybe it just sucks air in from the bottom right here. Not sure. But yeah, this is kind of an old case, but I would be perfectly happy for this, to have this for myself. USB 3. This looks kind of weird though. But look at this. I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't really see it here. And it's too dark to see. But even though there was a dust filter in the front, there was still dust inside the case. So I'm not sure what the dust filters are for when the dust keeps getting inside all of these cases. Also, he lost the cover here, so I can bet you that air was coming in from the back, going up, and that's why there's dust here. See? So not the best design, but still cool. Let's look at the mounting of the motherboard. This one has the little pin in the middle. I always like that, so you can line it up easy. And I have this test motherboard. We're gonna put in each case just to see how it looks. Just a little one, like that. So that's how it would look. I know people don't like it when you use the tiny motherboards in the bigger cases, but probably you'd be using an AliExpress motherboard or something. So that's what you would get. Not too many people use the big boards anymore. And then I have this. I just wanted to show you. This wasn't in a video because this card does not work. It's a Vega 56 and it doesn't do anything. Plug it in, no power, nothing. It looks cool though. Look how tiny the card is. So I'm just using this for mock-up purposes to see how it would look. This would look like that. Yeah, that would look strange with the little motherboard. Plenty of space though. So that's that. I'm not sure how the fan arrangement would be here. I probably would just cover this. These only cost like $20 now, so that's fun. So next up we have the Coolermaster NR400. If I have that correctly. This is more like what cases are made like now with the top filter. This one's odd because it has a 5 1/4 bay. They did make these without the bay, but almost all the ones I've seen had the bay. And you might think, well, why would you want that? It could be maybe for a Plex server, put your DVD drive or Blu-ray drive in here, so you can download your movies and then just have it be a server. So I'm gonna post a video over this. When I pick this up, under here was completely covered in dust on the underside. So once again, what are these filters for? You're blocking the airflow coming out, and there was dust underneath it. So, I don't know. So this has a tempered glass panel. It just pops off like this. And it's a little bit smaller than the other one. This is more like what people are used to, I guess. So we have the grommets here. That's good. Should be USB 3 in there somewhere. These, what is that for? Oh, I think you can put drives on the back. You know what? I didn't get the little... I think these had little rubber things where you could screw the drives into. I didn't get that. Then there's the front. Let's pop that off. So there's no filter. It's just kind of like the front is the filter. This was also covered in dust. You can still see the outline of the fans. I don't know if they came with a filter originally or not. So we got what, 1, 2, I guess you can put 3 fans here. Then it has this really crappy filter on the bottom, look. It's just like, This is 2019, so I guess they had not really invented the plastic slide out one yet, but that doesn't do anything. I don't think, I would say people would probably agree that Coolermaster isn't really a good case supplier anymore. This also retailed for $100, but I don't think very many people bought it. So this one has the good size on it though, because it's smaller, but I don't know if that would be a keeper really. Let's put that there. See, that fits better. But the problem now is, see, the motherboard's so small, your cables are going to be going like way over here, or maybe you can come up from here. So yeah, this one, not great. So I'm actually going to put that motherboard in one of these cases and sell it. I'm just trying to decide which one. Since nobody wants this case really, I'll probably do that because I want it to be very cheap. And finally we have this, the Beast. This is an awesome case. This is from 2020. It's a Fractal Define 7 Compact. So I looked it up. Fractal Define 7 was a big case, and then they made a compact version, so it's smaller. As you can see, I traded for this for some parts. It's brand new, it's never been used. And I did show it in another video before, but I wanted to show it in comparison to the other cases. So this one actually has no glass panel. And listen, why is it so quiet? It has sound deadening material in it. Look. Now you could get it with glass, but it wouldn't have this. I like that. And look how it comes off. Like, there's no screws. Just, that's it. This I would keep for myself. And then check this out. Let's see, this one, oh, it has USB-C too. That's the, I guess the reset, wow, it's got a lot of stuff. There's two 3.0s, two 2.0s. That's the RGB button. Although you wouldn't have RGB in this case because it's solid. This is only reflective because the peel is still there. But let me show you how this works. So they actually give you two tops. So you can get the open one for your water cooler or fans, or they also include a solid one. And this also has the sound dampening. So imagine this computer case with this installed. Sound deadening here, listen. It would be so quiet. And all the intake comes from the side here. And let's see the bottom. There we go. And look, you can pull it out from the front. You don't have to move the computer. Look at the big feet to keep it off the ground. This is a very quality case. This comes off. Look, the front has sound deadening material. There's the front. It comes with fractal fan. But this case is amazing. I really wish I could keep this. The thing is, this case still on Amazon right now is $120. So I have to sell it, you know, to get at least some of that action. But man, look at all that space. Imagine just having like really slow spinning fans and you can't hear anything. Let's see, how does the back come off? Let's see. Yep, the back just flips off too. More sound deadening material. And look at the cable management setting. This is like the best case. This is basically like a Be Quiet case. See, and there's the Velcro for the more cable management. So plenty of grilling for the GPU to get air from the front. I think, is that a hard drive cage? Probably. That's probably removable. Gigantic fan. This is really, really nice. It's too bad though, the case is so nice that nobody would see the inside. Imagine if that was in there. Look how small it is. You'd want to have a really nice motherboard in this case. So yeah, I'm gonna try and sell this case. I wonder if I could sell it on Java since it's in the box. I have the box for it and everything. If anybody would go for it, because this is a really quality case. So that's just my thing. I don't really like these new cheap cases that people use in my builds. I'm trying to use older cases that are higher quality, so at least there's some sort of brand name to it. I really don't want to just have crap cases, unless it's just, you know, a super cheap build or something. But yeah, let me know what kind of cases you like that are high quality. Even this is quality right here. See how it closes nicely? I've seen the cheap ones where they're all falling apart right here. And I'm gonna start soon building new computers, and I'm gonna try to make it a point to not use cheap cases and not use cheap power supplies, because that's the hardest part to replace. You could put a cheap motherboard in a nice case and you could always upgrade it later. But if you put a good motherboard in a cheap case, that's gonna be a pain in the ass to change it later on, right? You might use this case for years. So spend the extra 20 bucks or whatever, you know. All of these builds I see on YouTube, they're using cases that are like $8 cheaper than the better one, just to save a few bucks. And when I build them and I put my name on it, I want it to be quality. So let me know what you think. What would you use? Which one of these cases would you pick? We'll see you soon.